Yahuwah made the mountains. Yahuwah made the trees. Yahuwah made the rivers flows to the sea. And Yahuwah sends the rain when the earth is dry. Yahuwah, who is bigger than you and I? Yahuwah made the flowers to bloom in spring. Yahuwah made a song for the robin to sing. Yahuwah hangs the moon and the stars in the sky. Yahuwah, who is bigger than you and I. Yahuwah, who is bigger than you and I. High praises to Yahuwah Elohim Most High. It has been a strange kind of weather. Yahuwah Sabbath has been here over 2 hours ago, and I have been walking throughout the area just to find a suitable place to welcome in Yahuwah's Sabbath of the first quarter of the moon of the 9th biblical lunar month, Kislev 8, 6008. But to no avail, I should say. And when I finally find somewhere, down came the rain in showers. And so I had to retreat. But I just want to place on record that the 7th day of the moon has ended, along with the 6 working days, and so it is YAH'S Sabbath of the first quarter of the moon, and the moon had been under the cloud working its way, probably was telling us that it's gonna rain. And so the rain came, and at the moment the moon is not visible, but it is YAH'S Sabbath of the first quarter of the moon. And from YAH'S people were left Egypt, from YAH'S people, Hebrew Israelite people left Israel, left the land of Egypt. There has been a problem in the keeping of YAH'S Sabbath until this very day. And it turned out that because of Israel's rebellion and idolatry, Yahuwah gave up on Israel and caused his Sabbaths to be forgotten, as it is mentioned in Lamentations 2 verses 1 to 3 and Hosea 2 verses 11. So there is a problem with Yah's people in keeping the Sabbath, which is a sign between Yah and his people Israel. So Yah's people have a problem, and that problem is rebellion and idolatry. And as a result of all of that, Yahuwah turned his back on his people, and Yah's people have been going under oppression and slavery, and all manner of evil has befallen Yah's people because of the rebellion of our ancestors, and also our own stubbornness and stiff-neckedness, because it has been probably 7 years now since I discovered that Saturday was not Yah's Sabbath, and I have pledged and make a covenant that I would always acknowledge and recognize the Sabbath when it comes each quarter of each biblical month, starting with the new moon. And so it is raining, but I have two things that I would like to really discuss. It's Yah's Sabbath and the way Yahuwah fights for his people, Israel, when they call upon him, when they seek him, when they reject idolatry, and when they call upon him for help. And I have two passages in mind, and I'm going to see if I can see it, because there's no lighting around, but I'm going to use this light and read for us. And I pray that we will adhere to the word of Yahuwah, our living Elohim, who have done so much for us, who deliver us from Egypt's bondage, who fight our battles continually, day and night. And I'm going to read, lest I break the covenant that I made with my Elohim. Yes, I probably may be able to sit. Yes, that's good. I may be able to sit. All right. I'm going to start from Exodus 20, verse 20. And it says, hallow my Sabbaths, and they shall be a sign between me and you, that you may know that I am Yahuwah, your Elohim. Notwithstanding, the children of Israel rebelled against me. They walked not in my statutes, neither kept my judgment to do them. Which if a man do, he shall even live in them. They polluted my Sabbaths, just like we are doing now. Then I said, I would pour out my fury upon them to accomplish my anger against them in the wilderness. Nevertheless, I withdrew my hand and wrought for my name's sake that it should not be polluted in the sight of the heathen, in whose sight I brought them out. I lifted up mine hand unto them in the wilderness, that I would scatter them among the heathen. That's why we are scattered. And disperse them through the countries, because they had not executed my judgment, but had despised my statutes and polluted my Sabbaths. And their eyes went after their father's idol. Yes, during the Israel stay in Egypt, they copied the ways of their heathen masters. And so they went after idols. It says, therefore I gave them also statutes that were not good, and judgments whereby they should not live. And I polluted them in their own gifts, in that they caused to pass through the fire all that opened the womb, that I might make them desolate, to the end that they might know that I am Yahuwah. So all these abominable things, Israel were involved, causing their children to pass through the fire, just like the heathen. Therefore, Son of man, speak unto the house of Israel, and say unto them, thus says Yahuwah Elohim, in this your father have blasphemed me, in that they committed trespass against me. For when I had brought them into the land for which I lifted up my hand to give to them, then they saw every high hill and all the thick trees, and they offered their sacrifices, and they presented the provocation of their offering. There also made their sweet savor and poured out their drink offerings. Then I said unto them, what is the high place where